Not all unique commanders are created equal. Here's the 2 that dominate and the 3 that are above average. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Normal Guy of the North again. Now, coal is one of the most valuable currencies in World of Warships, but it's also one of the easiest to waste if you're not careful. With more and more special and unique commanders being added to the Armory, it can be tough to know which ones actually deliver game-changing performance and which ones just look good on paper. In this video, we're taking a breakdown of the top 5 coal unique commanders ranked by best overall skills they offer across all ship classes. Whether you're hunting for better accuracy, faster reloads, improved survivability, or that extra edge in competitive play, this list will help you decide who's worth your hard-earned coal and who might be better just left in port. Let's dive in, starting with number 5. Okay, so before we get started, I have a ton of captains. I have all unique commanders. I have all the specialty captains. If this video does take off and you guys want me to, I'll break down all the captains that are worth it because I want to show you one thing I have tons of. These are all 21-point captains for me. Every captain I have in the game I play is a 21-point captain. So I'm very familiar with them, which ones work. Now, I will say, and no, I'm not buying the 2 little girls here. There are captains you see I don't have because they're worthless. They're just paper captains and they're historical. If you like that kind of thing, fantastic. I also have 2 Leroy Jenkins already, so I don't need it. But anyway, I want to get into it. So let's start about the unique commanders. So which one would I say is actually number 5, if I'm being realistic? It's Jerzy Świrski. Now, this thing is fantastic. He is fantastic on DDs. But let me go over what he's got first of all. AA guns. You shoot down 20 aircraft, you get extra plus 10% on AA. It's pretty good. A lot of the pan-European ships actually do have good, decent AA. Her enhanced skills, I'll let you read it if you want to pause it. Each parameter here, this is what she gets off the bat. So he's actually, even though he's number 5, he's actually got some pretty good stuff. I think he's overall a good captain. I have him, and if it's worth 175,000 coal for each of them, you have to determine, because I started with this 5 because they're the most expensive. But I do want to show you something he's got that's exquisite. Torpedo Armament Expert. Activates every 8 successful torpedo hits scored on enemy ships. For the Jaeger, he's a must captain. It is just... It's awesome. It reduces your torpedo recoil load time by 5%, and it gets another 5%, then another 5%. These torpedoes on these pan-Europeans, they do the highest amount of speed. Not so much damage, but you're just ripple-firing torpedoes by the time you're getting mid-game to late game. With this captain, it is hilariously funny, and I do like it. Now, for me, number 4, believe it or not, is going to be Philippe. And I'm half French. You think I could pronounce that? Ugh. Anyway. Now, he's got a whole bunch of stuff that I want to walk you through. He is phenomenal for French destroyers, really good for cruisers, and he's pretty good for battleships too, but destroyers with their speed and torpedoes, yeah, it's awesome. The first one is the Element Fury. This activates upon capturing a cap, basically a key point. Any French destroyer can do that with their speed and speed boost. I usually activate this before there's even a first blood kill on a destroyer because I will speed boost right into the cap, take it, Bob's drunk, I'm out of there. Now, this increases your chance of flooding by 10% on torpedoes and the chance of causing a fire with your guns plus 1%. I get this usually within the first 2 minutes of the battle, and with my French ships, I'm juking and diving, and I'm actually just shooting. I don't mind doing that. Now, you've also got what's called Surge Forward. Activates after every 2 million HP of potential damage. It's very rare to activate this in a destroyer. I don't think I've done it more than, less than a handful, to be honest with you. But for battleships and for cruisers, especially battleships, I've actually done this. Heck, my Kremlin's got 3.4 million potential in the game. So it's not too bad, but it does give you a speed boost. Now, a lot of these French battleships, like the Jean Bart and whatnot, already come with speed boosts. So you're getting up to levels there, like the Georgia, for instance. Like, you're literally going almost 30, 40, no, I think I've had it up as almost close to 50 knots. Yeah, you can get to a speed boost and get up there. It's well in the 40 knot range you can get. It's almost like having a battleship that's going as fast as the Petro. Or not the Petro, sorry, the Yolo Emilio. So it's kind of fun. I do like the skill. Now you've got Rampant. Activates upon devastating strike. Now that's not too hard with a battleship or a cruiser destroyer. It's kind of hard. Destroyer torpedoes can cause that too. Look at the main battery reload time. It goes down by 5%. Torpedo reload time, 5%. Aircraft preparation, 5%. I've never got this activated on the Burn, which is the Tier 6 French aircraft carrier. I think that's the only one in the game. I'm not a CV main, so I do like that little boat. But it's kind of fun. But I've never had it activate. Now, his enhanced skills, aircraft HP increase for each tier, plus 30%. Now, this is actually pretty good for the Burn at Tier 6. I do like it. It does help out. So survivability aircraft. And then, of course, survivability aircraft. This is an extra plus 500% HP for destroyers and cruisers on each tier. So if you get tier 10 and it's a cruiser, you got an extra 5,000 health, which is fantastic. I like it, but he's still number 4 to me. Now, number 3 for me is going to be Andrew Cunningham. Love this captain. He's phenomenal on destroyers like the Daring. It's just, and of course the Jutland as well. Just amazing on DDs. Great on aircraft carriers. And he's okay on cruisers and devastating on battleships. And I'll show you why in a minute. So first of all, equipment spoils. This is his main shtick. Activates once per battle after destroying 2 enemies. You get +1 consumables for everything. DDs, especially smoke screens and short duration smoke screens. This is amazing. I love this. Now, lightning fast. Maybe not so lightning fast, but activates once per battle, causing 4 floods. That's not too hard to do in a DD or an aircraft carrier. It's not that hard, but it does give you squadron speed of +5% and a ship speed increase +5%. It is really good. So the next one I talk about here is obviously Ruthless. This can be activated once per battle. It's not working in clan or training battles, of course, but activates upon the Wither achievement. Now, this I've usually seen about mid game, like late in the game itself. You do have to have 60,000 fire damage and or flooding damage to activate this, but now it reduces your torpedo reload time, your aircraft preparation, your main battery by 10%. It's a fantastic skill. Now, the aircraft carrier here, that's the one that's for a continuous AA damage reduction at 11.5%. It's great for aircraft carrier duels, in my opinion, because you do have now more AA continuous damage, which is good. Consumer Specialist, this one, it enhances the effectiveness of all the consumables, but doesn't include damage control party and, of course, repair party. Now, for destroyers, cruisers, battleships, -10% to get your consumables back up. That is fantastic. I love that completely. And I do use this one a lot with my DD. Now, number 2 and number 1, who's it going to be? Well, for me, I'm going to say that number 2 is actually Günther Lütjens. It's Kuzakov who's number 1, but I'll get into why this guy is fantastic. First of all, you got Resilient. It activates on the spotting of 3 enemy ships. It's a talent that you get. It adds a per second plus 300 HP pool to your repair. It's fantastic, and it stays there forever. Now, the main battery loader activates once per battle upon hitting enemy ships 140 times with main battery. Not a problem for destroyer. I dock in destroyers all the time in German destroyers. Not a problem for cruisers, in my opinion. Battleships can be a little bit, depending on how many guns you got and what kind of ship it is, like the Bayern and whatnot, maybe not so much, but it can be done. It takes your mainline rebattery and knocks 7.5% off it. It's fantastic. Here's a kicker I love. This is the secondary battery loader. This knocks 15% off your reload time once you hit any ship or any amount of 100 times so you hit an enemy ship. Things like the Schlieffen and whatnot, it's not even remotely difficult to get this to trigger off early in the game. Now, our enhanced skills, this is Grease the Gears. Now, while destroyers and cruisers are only +20%, battleships are +25%. This has allowed me, with the right captain skills and whatnot, to be with its own version and getting Grease the Gears and getting some other skills and consumables. This has allowed battleships to actually stay in a fight like a DD gun. It's important for destroyers as well, because destroyers that are in the German line have terrible turning of their actual main turrets. It's terrible, but make sure you get that one. It's good. Preventive maintenance. I'll let you guys read the screen, but this thing just turns on, it just enhances preventive maintenance for everything, including your A mount survivability. That's important. And of course, for carriers, squadron engine boost by 7.5% as soon as you start the game. Like, that's fantastic. And of course, Kuznetsov. Now, before I get into the Will of Victory and why I think it's number 1, I'm going to talk with the Emergency Reserve. Activates upon earning the First Blood achievement. I had a game with the Slava 2 months ago, sorry. I was whirling down a destroyer. That was in a French DD, by the way. And it was a Shimakaze. And I asked him, do you have Kuznetsov as your captain? He said, yes. I said, shoot the DD and get First Blood. Guy gave me all his karma. It was great. I loved it. Great teamwork. But it's a great achievement, which you can see with Russian battleships as well. The Kaba is no shrug either. And other destroyers that come on the line are not bad. The cruisers and Russian cruisers are railguns. They're fantastic. So you can sometimes activate this. Now, the consumable specialist, I'll let you read. It's a -10% for it across the board. This is awesome for this to actually get it down. And of course, the one talent I love, the Will for Victory. This one's simple. Your ship falls below 10% HP. It automatically extinguishes all fires, removes instant flooding, repair damage modules, prevents enemy submarine launched torpedoes from homing. Now, this is the kicker. Dispersion of shells being fired by the enemy, +20%. It's like the Dazzle skill I put on my destroyers. And of course, ship's HP per second, plus 0.35%. This captain has saved me in 1 games late in the game when I've been in mostly a battleship or a Russian cruiser, but mostly a battleship where I've gotten down below 10% and I get that one last shot off and I get to win the game. So it's been fantastic for me. I love this captain. So there you have it, 5 of the most powerful, specialized, unique cold commanders available in World of Warships, ranked by their overall impact and utility From Lütjens' unmatched versatility to Świrski's stealth and torpedo focus, each of these captains brings something unique to their fleet. Now remember, coal takes time to earn, and spending it wisely can mean the difference between an average gameplay or an elite gameplay. If you're sitting on a pile of resources and not sure where to invest next, this list should give you the clear direction. Now, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, consider subscribing for more in-depth reviews and guides, and drop a comment below. Who is your favorite unique coal commander, and why? As always, take care, stay safe, wish you all the best, and bye for now.